Nigerians love their sport so much so that they've turned their stadia into convention grounds and concert venues. In fact, so many Nigerians go to the stadia not to do exercises and get six packs, but to drink, eat pepper soup and asun, and then grow pot bellies. Perhaps, in order to address this anomaly and put someone with the professional, political, and even spiritual background to address the problems in sports, President Muhammadu Buhari appointed Barrister Solomon Dalong as the Honorable Sports Minister. Now, Mr. Solomon Dalong is a trained lawyer who has served in the prison. And maybe the president felt he needed someone who can soothe the many problems bedeviling our sports and also imprison the poor performance of Team Nigeria. So, President Buhari gave us Mr. Solomon Dalong. Now, interestingly, Solomon Dalong hasn't had it easy in office. From the controversy surrounding the NFF leadership to the poor performance of Team Nigeria at the Olympics, and then even how Dream Team 3 was stranded in training camp in the US. People began to question whether the minister should be substituted or not. But trust Minister Dalong, he mounted a huge defense for his actions.
The funds spent were properly spent.
Minister, that skillful dribble caught the attention of Nigerians who made the instant reply viral. So, the minister was saved another day in office while the public was distracted by the laughter. Now, following the success of the Super Falcons at the African Women Championship last year, the minister was asked, why has the ministry not made provisions to reward these ladies? The honest Minister Dalong gave this response.
And don't forget that nobody indeed knew the team was even going to emerge victorious.
Chai, we have actually spent so much time preparing to fail that we actually forgot we can win. So, what's the ministry doing to support the Nigerian bobsled team, which recently made history as the first African team to qualify for the bobsled event in the Winter Olympics? Honorable Minister, please, let us start expecting them to win. Thank God, we have qualified for the Russia 2018 World Cup, even though the Federation almost put us in trouble. But then again, something happened after the Argentina match.
And Argentina is one of the highly ranked football association in Nigeria.
The minister almost caused a diplomatic row between Nigeria and the land of Lionel Messi. Imagine reducing a whole country to an ordinary football association. There are still issues within Nigerian sports. And at a recent event, Minister Dalong was asked to state his achievements. He stunned his audience by saying there's no single week that the Ministry of Sport doesn't have a harvest of medals and trophies. Where are the medals, you may ask? Let me explain. It seems the Honorable Minister has found a fertile piece of land behind the Sports Ministry, where he plants the few medals we have and harvests them every week, as per weekly harvestings. But the minister still has the opportunity to pick up the pace. And one way he can do that is to give our sportsmen and women the support they need so that they can start winning the medals and he can stop harvesting them.